Yo guys, it's CMDAV, welcome to my channel. This is the first episode of my Waterloo Road series. We're going to be looking at different characters, storylines and reviewing the whole season. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment on what you want to see in the next video. It's only fitting to do the very first season as my first video. The first season of Waterloo Road, which was the first of 11 seasons filmed, the first to the 7th were filmed in Rochdale, Greater Manchester. It was filmed in autumn of 2005 and aired between March and April of 2006. I recently started watching the episodes over again, so I thought I'd just review them. The first season is the shortest with only 8 episodes, and it starts off with the iconic song I Predict to Riot in one of the best scenes of this season. The main teaching cast were Jack Rimmer, Tom Clarkson, Lorna Clarkson, Steph Haydock, Izzy Redpath, Kim Campbell, Andrew Treneman and Estelle, the school secretary. The main student cast were Dante Charles, Chloe Amika Granger, Janice Bryan, Lewis Seddon and Holly Tattersall. In the first scene we see the first head teacher losing his head and inevitably quitting. This led to Jack Rimmer becoming the new head teacher and the appointment of Andrew Treneman as his new deputy head. Andrew Treneman's impact in Waterloo Road was very, very big. His traits such as his stuck-upness and obedience made him a character where he had to follow the rules, and it made him clash with different characters such as Kim all the time, which led to love interest further down. It also just showed how he would have an impact on Waterloo Road and it could be a better school, and it was a better school after Andrew Treneman being there, to be honest. A scene that shows what Andrew Treneman's about in a nutshell is the scene where Dante, Andrew and a random Waterloo Road kid, they're on the bus and Dante steals his bus card and Andrew sees this. He tells the bus driver doesn't care, but because he's so obedient he knows what's right and what's wrong, and that's the only thing. He called the police and got Dante into trouble, and then little did Dante know that he was going to be his deputy head teacher.
I think you'll find that belongs to him.
I just need the fares.
What's your problem, mate? I saw you take it. Tell him to pay up.
You want to cue that man for your shut?
Hand it over and pay up.
This is mine. I'll tell you, innit, Stephen? Innit, Stephen?
It's Dante's. One, please.
Did he hear me? He's got this boy's ticket. And the police might want to be involved in this.
What?
The end of the first episode showed a car crash which led to the death of a student called Adam. Dante, who had been driving the car, which killed his best friend, blamed himself for his best friend's death and was remanded in custody for 3 months. Dante's girlfriend, Chloe, also blamed herself for the death of Adam and putting her best friend Holly in a deep coma, which she later regained consciousness. Dante later received a suspended sentence and Chloe's not charged with any crime, although her behaviour had contributed to Dante crashing the car.
And driving it after drinking alcohol, a young boy, your best friend, was killed. You will both have to live with this for the rest of your lives. I don't think there's any sentence I could give you that would compare to that punishment. However, given the remorse you have displayed and your eventual willingness to admit full responsibility, I don't think it would be appropriate or in the interests of anyone involved for you to spend any more time in custody. You have already served 3 months on remand, so I'm sentencing you to 18 months imprisonment, suspended. You are free to go, Mr. Charles.
The season also focused on the behaviour of the troubled pupil Lewis Seddon, and this ultimately ended in him sexually harassing Kim Campbell. When Jack found out, he was furious when he learned about the behaviour and expelled him, only for the governors to overrule him and reduce his expulsion to a 15-day suspension. But Lewis's mother then withdrew him from the school after Jack threatened to report her for benefit fraud unless she removed him. Later that evening, Lewis then attacked Jack in his office and tried to set him on fire, only for the French teacher Steph Haydock to foil this plan and stop him. Another important theme of the series was the breakup of Tom and Lorna Clarkson's short-lived marriage due to Tom's love for Izzy. When Tom and Izzy realised that they fell in love with each other and wanted to accept it, this led to the downfall of Lorna, which led to her wanting to commit suicide, and just the downfall of the character in general. It just went from a downward spiral, to be honest, and I just felt like she was violated in every aspect by everyone, her best friend and her husband getting together. As a recap for the whole season, I think this season was pretty good as a starting point of a show. It made me want to carry on watching from the cliffhangers, from Adam dying, and I want to see what happened with Tom and Lorna, and to see how the school is going to progress with Andrew. I never actually watched the show when it started airing on TV, but it was intriguing to go back to see what it was actually like, and if I did watch it then, I think I would have carried on watching it because it looked interesting, and to be honest, it was a good show at the end of the day. Thank you for watching my first video. It's your guy CMDAV. Please drop a like and a comment and subscribe. If you want to see any content in particular, hit me up in the comments. I'm all ears. I'm grateful for all the support. Stay safe. Peace.